Welcome to episode 4 of The Power Within, where we dive into one of the most fundamental aspects of our lives, our values. Have you ever thought about what truly matters to you? What do you value most in life? When we understand and align with our values, we unlock an incredible source of personal power that can transform the direction of our lives. In this episode, we'll explore how our values shape the energy we bring to the world, how they guide our decisions and actions, and we'll also hear a story whose journey was radically changed and how she embraced her values. Now stay tuned for a heartwarming story that might just inspire you to take the next step in aligning your life with what you truly value. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to Release, Rebirth, and Rise, a podcast focusing on healing, self-love, spirituality, manifestation, and moon magic, empowering you to create lasting change and connect deeply to your body and soul. Here I focus on ancient and ancestral healing, such as energy healing, meditation, breathwork, all to help you create transformational results. So grab a pen and paper and get yourself ready, and let's get into it. Our values act as a guiding light, informing the choices we make and the paths we follow. But did you know they also directly influence the energy we carry? When we are living in alignment with our core values, we experience a sense of vitality, peace, and purpose. Conversely, when we are not honoring our values, we often feel drained, conflicted, or stuck. The connection between values and energy can be seen through the lens of emotional and physical well-being. Our emotional state is influenced by our alignment with our deeper beliefs. When we live authentically, we experience positive emotions like joy, satisfaction, and contentment, which naturally boosts our energy levels. On the other hand, living inauthentically, doing things that conflict with our values, can lead to frustration, burnout, and even physical exhaustion, as our body tries to signal that something is out of alignment. When we know what we value, we tap into our personal power. It's like finding a clear channel of energy that is uniquely ours, enabling us to make choices that resonate deeply within us. This kind of alignment not only gives us a sense of peace, but also the confidence to pursue goals and take actions that bring fulfillment. Values act as a compass that directs us through life's many choices, whether you're deciding on a career, a relationship, or a daily habit. Your values are the internal measure you can use to determine whether something aligns with your deeper desires and purpose. So when you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, does this align with what I truly value? For example, if you value family, you may choose to prioritize time with loved ones over a demanding job. If you value growth, you might choose opportunities that challenge you, even if they come with risks. Our values act as an invisible framework for action. When we are clear on our values, we naturally make decisions that support them. This clarity ensures we take action that feels authentic, even if it's difficult. By contrast, when we aren't clear on our values, we might feel overwhelmed, directionless, or disconnected from our actions. Here are a few exercises to help identify and prioritize your personal values. Identifying your values requires deep reflection and intentionality. So here are 3 exercises that can help you uncover and prioritize your values. Number 1, life reflection. Take a moment to reflect on the happiest moments of your life. Where were you? Who were you with? And what were you doing? Write down the common threads or themes in these moments. For example, if you felt fulfilled during family holidays, maybe connection and togetherness are core values for you. This exercise helps uncover values that are most present when you feel your best. Number 2, the values ranking exercise. Write down a list of values. For example, freedom, health, love, creativity, success, community. Rank these values from most to least important, and challenge yourself to be brutally honest about your top priorities. Reflect on how closely your current lifestyle aligns with these values. What could you change to bring more of your top values into your daily routine? And the last exercise is the values and action. Think about a recent decision you made. Was it aligned with your values? And why or why not? Write down how this decision felt. Did it bring you energy or did it drain you? Next, reflect on a decision where you felt your values were honored. What was different about the energy in that situation? This can give you insight into how you can make more value-aligned decisions moving forward. So here is a story of someone who transformed her life by aligning her values. So get comfy. Now Sarah had always been the epitome of success. She had a high-powered corporate job at a prestigious firm, a sleek apartment in the city, and a social calendar packed with events. To the outside world, her life seemed perfect. She was admired for her accomplishments and the effortless way she juggled her demanding career with her social life. But deep inside, Sarah was starting to feel an increasing sense of unease, like she was living someone else's version of success. It began to creep in slowly. At first it was just a feeling, a quiet voice inside her that she dismissed. You're just tired. You'll get through it. But over time, the discomfort became harder to ignore. It wasn't just physical exhaustion from late nights at the office. It was a deeper, more profound emptiness. When was the last time she truly felt alive? Her work consumed her, and she couldn't remember the last time she had an afternoon free to relax or spend quality time with her family. Her relationships, especially with her husband and 2 young children, felt distant. She was there, but not really there. One evening, after a long day at the office, Sarah was sitting in the back of a cab heading home, her mind spinning around with work-related thoughts. The city lights blurred outside the window, and she noticed a text from her daughter pop up on her phone. "Mum, can we have a movie night this weekend?" Sarah quickly typed back, "Sorry, sweetie, I have a big presentation to prep for. We'll do it soon, I promise." The moment she hit send, she felt a sharp pang in her chest. She had been promising her daughter for months that they'd have a movie night, but work always got in the way. She realized with startling clarity that this wasn't the life she wanted. The life she was living, working long hours, constantly striving for more success, rarely being present for the people who mattered the most, wasn't fulfilling. She had spent years trying to prove herself to the world, chasing achievements and titles, but it was costing her the very things that made life meaningful: her family, her health, and her peace of mind. That night, sat down with a journal, a cup of tea, and no distractions, she asked herself one simple question: what do I really value? At first, the answers didn't come easily. For so long, Sarah had been driven by external expectations, what society deemed important, what her colleagues valued, what her friends admired. But as she sat in silence, she just started to dig deeper. She thought back to her childhood, to the things that made her the happiest, before the weight of ambition clouded her vision. She remembered the summers spent at the family cabin, the long walks with her mother, and the nights spent cooking meals together in the kitchen. She remembered the laughter and closeness of her family, how these moments always felt the most real. She remembered how, even as a child, she'd learned to learn and grow. She loved to learn. How she thrived when she was exploring new ideas and challenging herself, but not at the expense of her connections with others. Slowly, the clarity came: family, health, personal growth, and authenticity. They were the values that mattered most to Sarah. She realized that for years she had placed success, as defined by external measures, above everything else. She had prioritized career advancement, financial rewards, and external validation, all at the expense of what truly brought her peace and joy. The next morning, Sarah woke up with a new sense of purpose. She wasn't going to continue down this path and chasing titles and achievements if they meant sacrificing her happiness and health. She needed a change, one that would honor her values and give her life the balance she so desperately craved. Sarah took bold steps. She started by having an honest conversation with her husband. She admitted that she had been absent, emotionally and physically, from their family life. She shared her fears and her newfound understanding of what mattered most to her. It wasn't an easy conversation, but it was necessary. Together, they agreed to create more space for family time, including regular tech-free weekends where they would disconnect from work and simply be present with each other. At work, Sarah began to reassess her role. She realized that while she loved the challenges her job provided, the long hours in high-stress environment were no longer aligned with her core values. She began to delegate more, set boundaries, and prioritize her well-being. Eventually, she made the difficult decision to step down from her position and pursue a new career that allowed her to help others create a balance between work and life. She enrolled in a wellness coaching program, something she had always been passionate about, but never had the time to explore. The transition wasn't without challenges, but as she aligned her actions with her values, Sarah began to feel more energized and fulfilled than she had in years. Her relationships flourished. She was truly present with her family. Her health improved as she made time for exercise and self-care, and she felt a deep sense of pride and purpose in her work. Sarah's story is one of profound transformation. It wasn't about changing who she was, but rather reconnecting with the values that had always been within her. Once she discovered what truly mattered, family, health, personal growth, and authenticity, she was able to make decisions that honored those values and, in turn, created a life that felt deeply fulfilling. As we close today's episode, I invite you to reflect on your own values. What truly matters to you? How can you align your decisions and actions with those values? Remember, living in alignment with your values is a powerful way to unlock the energy and personal power that resides within you. Your values are the foundation of an authentic life, and when you honor them, you step into your true power. Thank you for joining me on this episode of The Power Within. I hope today's conversation has inspired you to reflect on your values and take steps towards a life that truly honors who you are. Until next time, stay empowered, stay authentic, and continue to live with intention.
Thank you for listening to my mum's podcast. We hope you learned something new. Remember to comment and leave a review.
And remember, you are worthy and you are enough.